A special Ramadan greetings to all our viewers at home, wherever you're watching. You are in Nigeria, you are outside Nigeria. I hope the Ramadan was a nice experience. Of course, it's a time of special dedication, a time for us to reconsider our ways and move closer to God. So I say happy Ramadan in arrears, that it has come and gone, and I hope that the lesson learned will be maintained by all of us. I welcome you to another edition of your favorite program on the favorite YouTube channel, of course, The Truth TV, where we dish out the truth, where we admit the truth, where we embrace the truth in all that we do. And today, of course, we want to look at something very, very critical, something interesting, something that will that has affected you, that has affected me, because there's no how. Even if you are a property owner now, you are a landlord, there must have been a time that you were running around agents, asking agents to help you to do. Even up till now, you want to have office space, a place to live, or you want to buy a land. You want to. So property agents play critical roles in when we come to the issue of shelter and so many other reasons why we go for properties. So today I am live here. Of course, I'm the one and only favorite presenter on this channel, Comrade Kunle Shodipo. They call me CKS, and today I'm live here at the headquarters of Ebolink 08 Properties Limited. Ebolink 08 Properties Limited in Abeokuta, Ogun State, and is a company that is well known, a property company well known in Ogun State and beyond Ogun State. So I'm here with the CEO of Ebolink 08 Properties Limited, Mr. Oluwaseun Oyedola. Mr. Oyedola, you're welcome to the show.
Yeah.
How are you doing today?
I'm fine.
Say hello to Nigerians.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. My name is Oluwaseun Oyedola, the CEO of Ebolink 08 Properties Limited. I want to say good evening to all my viewers.
All right, thank you very much. So we are here today to engage Mr. Oyedola because there are so many questions that Nigerians, indeed, everybody all over the world are asking. Not only Nigerians now. I think when we talk of properties and real estate agents and all the players in that industry, it goes beyond Nigeria. It's African, it's global. So people have been asking questions. Let me just start from this angle. What are your procedures, or let me say at Ebolink 08 Properties Limited, what are the services you render to people in terms of properties?
Okay. Well, in our company here, we are into property, and then we have three different departments. We have the sales department, we have the letting department, and then we have the construction department, which has to do with building.
All right, thank you very much. Letting department, constructing department, sales department. All right, good. So if I want to come in here now and probably I need an accommodation, I'm new in Abeokuta and I want to rent a house, what are the procedures?
Well, if someone wants to rent an apartment, the very first thing is maybe the person, like, you don't know Abeokuta, and you are coming and maybe you got our number from somebody. So the first thing is to let you know what we have available. And then after which you are interested in one, we take you to the place to inspect. After the inspection, you come to our office. Then if you are okay with it, or you have questions to ask about the house that you have inspected, then we answer the questions. Maybe you want somebody to, or maybe you want us to fix some things. You ask questions about it, the question about the owner, the question about security, the question about so many things, water and the lights. Then after those questions, if we are able to meet up with what you are expecting from us, then the next thing is to give you form. We have what we call a tenant form. That tenant form has to do with information about the tenant.
A sort of know your tenant.
Yes. To know who you are exactly, what you are doing for living, where you are from, then what can we say about you. Do you have a guarantor? Do you have things? So the form require so many information.
To know whether he or she is not a criminal that the
Yes,
government is looking
yes,
for.
yes. The form requires so many information about you, then which you have to supply. After that, then you look into it whether we can give you the house. It's for you, number one, to inspect the house. We meeting up with your standard, and it's for us also to look at the information you supply, whether we also can give you the house. Those are the procedures.
Okay, that has got to do with letting. Now let's go to the area of buying now. You know, we've seen so many promos. You know, that when you look at so many TV platform, electronic medium and print medium, we hear so many promos that if you buy a land, you'll be given a cow. Buy a land, you will get a ram. Buy a land, they'll give you Christmas chicken and all that. How realistic are these offers?
Well, what I will say about that is just that you see, this real estate is a course on doing university.
Okay.
We have what we call estate management and value.
Even at polytechnics.
Yes, estate management and value is a course.
Yeah.
And it's a profession. If you are in that course and you are in that line, professionally it's not ideal for you to be saying you want to sell a land and you want to give them goat or cow or oil or whatever.
You said professionally is not ideal.
It's not ideal.
But there is what we call promotion. There are promotional periods in sales.
Whatever you want to use to promote whatever you are selling in this profession, it's not allowed.
Okay.
It's not allowed that you should go to maybe on air to tell people that come and buy land, and then after buying the land, I will give you cow, I will give you this to promote what you are selling.
Because why I'm bringing up this question, we have had cases, yes, we have had people who have patronized some companies and they have no complaint. The companies have met up with their standard. But we have a larger portion of people complaining about making payments, especially Nigerians in diaspora. Recently, we saw a video on the social media when a man, who has been abroad for years, claiming he sent some money down to a property company, a very popular one at that. I wouldn't want to mention the name here. And he's saying that he wants his money back, that he has gone to Europe to struggle, and right now somebody has taken his money. He's not getting the service that the money was paid for. So we are having this complaint. I mean, a lot of, in fact, sometimes you get the point that I want to see my portion of land, and they will take you to one thick forest that even when Jesus will come, that place, there is no likelihood of that place developing. What can we do to salvage this kind of situation?
Well, like I said, that professionally, for those people that did the course in the university and came out and become a professional in that field, they can't do that. You can't hear the name of people like Tony and Co. You can't hear the name of like DJ Taiwo and Co. And many others like that in that kind of situation. You can't see their name there. These people are just, maybe I'll call them land sellers, and they are looking of a way of selling their lands. It could be a family land, and they maybe buy in a very large portion, and then they want to
just try to attract
people.
Buyers.
And one of the problems in that area is just that I used to tell people, how will you buy a land of 300,000 naira per plot, and they will ask you to come and collect a cow that worth 300,000 naira at the same time? So this is, I will not say it's a fraud, but you should look very well before you put your money in, or invest your money in any business that has to do with lands.
All right, thank you very much. Well, if you are listening at home, if you are watching, this is your favorite YouTube channel, True TV. We have been watched all over the world, and you're learning from this. This call for caution. It means that before you pay for that landed property, even if it's a building, apply due diligence, because a lot of us have been careless in choosing where to put our money. So this is teaching us that due diligence is necessary. I'll come back to you, Mr. Oluwaseun Oyedola. We've also had this issue of refundable caution deposit. If I want to rent an apartment, for instance, You tell me the rent per annum is so amount, so amount is for agreement, so amount is for commission, the next so amount is 10% is refundable caution deposit. But people are complaining, people are saying that these refundable caution deposits are in the long run they turn out to be non-refundable caution deposit. Can you please clarify that?
Well, even before I go to that, there's that area is area of letting. This area of sales, there is much about it which I need to clarify before you
please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Now, you see, there's this thing I want to say to people that are maybe our viewers. I think before you go ahead to buy or purchase a land, you must make sure that experts in this field, people that have registered their company, that have names, people that have been doing this business over the years, that you know that if anything happens, you can easily go to their office.
Traceable.
Yes, you can easily go to their office and then make your complaint, or you can sue them or sue their company. So it is better you go through those channels. That's number one. Number two is that before you even buy lands, make sure, even though you are going through the experts, make sure you seek for the document of that land. What document does this land have?
Do a search.
Yes. Is it a CFO? Is it just ordinary deed of assignment or deed of purchase? Is it yes? Is it if I'm talking about land, I'm not even talking there.
That's true.
So is it that you have only survey? All these things, if you gather those documents, take it to lands.
The government ministry.
Yes.
Okay.
To do your verification.
Sorry, let me cut you there. We had complaints. We have had issues where people say there are government officials that compromise is true. Now, when you get to the ministry, they give you wrong information. I've had.
Well, it depends. What I would say is that if you go to the Ministry of Lands, they will never give you wrong information about what you are seeking for. There's a procedure there. When you go there and you are telling them, okay, I want to search this particular land. I want to know whether it's under acquisition, government acquisition or not.
Let me stop you again. I've listened to someone. That person went to that ministry. I will not mention it for the case of legal. Went to that ministry. The person was told that the land is not under acquisition, and after building, constructing, after some years, the information came that the land was actually under acquisition.
No, these are the things I used to tell people. If you go to Ministry of Lands and they confirm to you that this thing is not under acquisition, if you buy the land, the very first thing to do when you buy any land is to give that land name.
Okay.
By naming the land is getting the survey of that land in your name.
Approved survey.
Yes. That enter the
red copy. Okay.
So after that one, make sure that before you build on it, you go to lands also to do what we call building plans about that house you want to build on that land. Once they approve it for you, that okay, this is the structure I want to build on my land, and they approve it for you, and their stamp is there. If government comes tomorrow and claim the land, they have to pay you
compensation.
Yes.
All right. If you are watching at home, this is a revelation. In case you've made a mistake, in case you've missed it before, now this is exposing to us the nitty-gritty of these procedures. All right. Just like what we do, comment. We need your comment to come in online. We'll definitely reply to your comment, share, and like what we do. Then above all, subscribe. You need to subscribe. That's the way to support us. Of course, we are still with the CEO of Eboling 08 Properties Limited, one of the best in Ogun State. I can assure you that they don't joke with due diligence in whatever they do. So can we now go to the issue of refundable turning non-refundable?
Well, this is a broad let me say discipline. So you can't finish it in a day.
Yeah.
But when we come to the issue of letting,
we'll do a part 2, don't worry.
Okay. When we come to the issue of letting, and then after getting the house, you now pay a money that we call caution refundable deposit. That money is either with the company or with the landlord, but most likely it's supposed to be with the company that is managing the property. And this money is receipt have to be given separately. While you are giving the receipt separately, they will write in that receipt that this so amount is for caution deposit, refundable.
It must be included.
Yes, refundable. That means that the reason for that money is that they don't want you to spoil anything in the house. And if at all there is something get spoiled after leaving the house, it means that if that your money cannot even take care of it, at least they have something. Yes, they have something on ground to at least to stay with. So that is the meaning of that money. Now, if you now pay the money after living for like 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and you want to relocate to another place, and you live in that house and you make sure that you maintain the house in a very conducive manner, you will call your manager, which is the house manager, to come around and check. Once they see it that okay, you have not spoiled anything in the house, their duty is to refund your money back to you. If they don't refund your money back to you, take them to police station or to court, because you have a receipt.
You have a proof.
Yes, that back it up. So when they now, let me say this, by the time they are doing the inspection of maybe you have already left, you want to give them key, don't release the key to them. When they are satisfied with the inspection and they are okay with the way you use the house, collect your money and give them
your refund caution deposit
and then give them their key.
If you are watching now, the instruction is before you drop the key, there must be an inspection. You understand? Just like there was an inspection when you were about to take the house, there will be a second inspection since you are parking out. And once the owner or his agent are satisfied that okay, there is nothing got damaged in the property, then you ask them to return your caution deposit. After you receive the alert of that deposit, then you drop the key to the property. This is quite revealing because a lot of people are missing this. Now there is another issue. People sometimes believe that when they give them 6-month quick notice, it means they have to use the house for free. Is this correct?
No, that is not correct. That is not what the law says. What the law says is that if you are living in a particular house, like Nigeria, we used to pay 1 year ahead. So when you pay yearly, before your money expires, they will give you quick notice 6 months before your money.
Notifying you ahead.
That to notify you that okay, immediately your money expires, leave the house. The reason maybe you are not a good tenant, or you are a good tenant, the owner of the house want to use his property.
Yes.
So, and they have given you 6 months to look for another place before your money expires and then leave the compound. If you don't leave and you are expecting another 6 months, maybe you will not pay. There's no law that says you will live in a particular house without paying. No.
When it's not federal government.
No, without pay. You have to pay for whatever even if you use 3 days, they will calculate, depends on the money, they will calculate your 3 days and you have to pay for it. Except you and the owner have a very good agreement between both of you. That's all.
Of course, we are going to have a part 2 of this, recording because I know a lot of people who have so many questions that they want us to answer. What we would ask you to do is send in your questions. What are those areas you still want us to touch that we have not touched right now in this part? Once we get your messages, we will come back for a part 2 and we will definitely touch those areas and answer your question. So before you go, I will say once again, before we go, I beg your pardon, I will say once again, like what we do, send your comment, share, and above all, subscribe. It's the You Truth TV channel, and of course, it's still your one and only presenter, CKS, and they say your one and only MC with an MNC, of course. Now, so it be Congratulations People is my name, and we have been talking to the number 1 of Evolent 08 Properties Limited, right here in Abeokuta, Ogun State. And before we leave your office today, sir, I would like you to advise Nigerians generally, because of course I know they are watching not only in Nigeria, this is being watched in Canada, in several European countries, in America, in the Americas, in Africa. Please advise, because we know there are different laws that are applicable to issue of tenancy or property purchase and sales in different parts of the world. Advise our viewers what they need to do when they are trying to either invest in property business, or they want to engage in buying and selling of our property. What do they need to do generally? Briefly, just give them an advice, a parting shot sort of.
Okay, well, what I would advise is that like you said, property business is a very good business all over the world, and everybody wants to invest in such business.
Of course, I know you have some investors outside Nigeria too.
But my advice to people is that seek for the experts. If you want anything, if you want to do anything with the property business, seek for the experts. Those people that have their name registered. Those people that have been doing it at least over the years. Check their record, and then I will say that every other thing should be your less concern if you are seeking for the experts.
Okay, so once you seek for experts, once you make sure that you follow protocol in whatever you are going to do, every other thing shouldn't be a worry to you. Well, that's how we're going to end it on today's edition. Of course, I know you must have enjoyed us, and like I said, if there is an area you want us to talk about, drop it in the comment section. You will do a part 2 of this particular topic, and then we will definitely touch that area. It's been a wonderful time here today, and like I said, Ramadan was fun. We enjoyed it. We fasted, first time that Ramadan and Lenten period we jam itself, and of course I believe we have all been purified.
It's not the first time.
It's not the first time. Okay, it's not the first time. I've been corrected here. It's not the first time. I want to believe that, of course, we have been purified, and what we have learned, we'll make sure that we go on with it. Because one thing I know is that once the fasting period are over, some people will switch back to their may God help us. So today I'm going to say bye bye on this show, and I enjoyed myself, and I know you had a wonderful time. You also have you enjoyed the show. Thank you very much, and God bless you. I still remain your one and only Comrade Kunle Shodipo, CKS. Bye for now.